When I ask players or trainers about the last game and why they won or lost, I often get the answer, it was all about serve or reception. These were the elements which decided over win and lose. And yes, serve and reception are the first elements in any rally, and both teams need to be able to handle the pressure which is put on them in these actions. Serve is about putting pressure on the opponent's team, and reception needs to be firm and stable to pass a good ball to the setter precisely so he can build up a quick and effective attacking game. In this video I will show you some examples of how to do serve and reception training, as well as explaining my basic principles how to do this, thinking of all the stuff you need to know to design your own exercises and improve the skills of your serve and reception players. So let's dig right into it. Hey guys, welcome on my channel. Hope you have a great day. This is all about volleyball, and in this video I'm going to show you some exercises for serve reception training, and I will use these examples to explain my 5 basic principles on how to do this serve reception training. So in general, serve and reception are great to be trained together in a combined action, in a combined exercise, because it doesn't make any sense to make serve into an empty court with no players who are receiving the ball, so you don't get any feedback for your serve. And of course, it doesn't make any sense to practice reception without any serve. So think about how you can practice these actions together. To make this combination work and effective, there are some rules so you don't mess up your training and get nowhere. So let's start right away with 5 principles of serve reception training. Principle number 1, set a focus. You always should set a focus when designing an exercise. In our examples, it should be either serve or reception. When the main focus is on serve, the reception players need to know that so that they can stay relaxed when there are a lot of errors or mistakes in serves, or maybe even some aces, since the pressure and the risk mode will be very high. If you put the emphasis on reception, the serving players need to calm down a little bit so that they deliver their serves and reception can find their rhythm and get the reps they need. If your team don't know the focus of the exercise, you will have a lot of frustration, probably on both sides of the net. So point out your goal and intention, and everyone can practice very effectively. Principle number 2, organizing your exercises for the player types. Depending on your team tactics, probably not every player is receiving in a game. Therefore, you should consider the player types when organizing an exercise. Usually the libero and the outside hitters are responsible for the reception, and therefore they need to get the reps during a serve reception exercise. But there are also reasons for organizing an exercise where everybody is doing everything. So here you can see an example where we do serve reception and catching the ball, after the action moving on and following the ball over the court. So a lot of movement and not player type specific. An exercise like this still can make sense like in the beginning of the season, or when you work on technical basics for everybody, or when you just want to find rhythm for more serve reception later on. But mostly, especially before a game day, you should organize an exercise by putting the players just on their player type specific position. So here you can see liberos and outside hitters in reception. We got a player at the net who is catching the ball. It can be a setter if you want to do some setting as well. And the rest of the guys, so mostly middles and opposites, are doing the serves here. Principle number 3, serve reception in the beginning of the training, or at least as early as possible, because you want to do it in a fresh state, with a clear mind, with concentration and focus for the technique and for the routines you need to get, so that you're able to deliver a great serve or a stable reception in a pressure situation. Therefore, in your daily practice, you should do serve reception at the beginning of the main part of this training session, not at the end. And after that, you can build up your training, putting more elements like attack and blocking to the situations, and work a little bit more complex. Principle number 4, practice all variations. Yes, you can serve long line, you can serve cross, and of course you need to be able to do a reception from position 1, 6 or 5 and a reception against a serve long line and cross. And therefore you should always practice all options. Even a server, of course, has his main serve, his best serve, which he will do always. But still it makes sense that he is able to serve on every position on the court. So here you see the player type unspecific for corner drill, where we do serve, reception and catching the ball for about 90 to 120 seconds, so like 1 to 2 minutes. We serve long line. After that we go for a cross serve. Then we switch sides, so the servers from position 1 go to the other half court to position 5. And then we again serve long line and cross for about 1 to 2 minutes. So this whole routine takes about 6 to 8 minutes. It's just for getting in rhythm, getting the reps we need to then do some more serve reception in higher quality and on higher level. Principle number 5, boost motivation. So please try to organize your exercise so that it will be interesting for your players and that they really like to do serve reception. Because a lot of times we just do it for the routine, we need a lot of reps, and therefore it might be some kind of boring for the players, which is not good for improving their skills in reception and in serve as well. And therefore you need to find some impulses to set some stimulus to trigger your players to make some competition games so that they really put some effort in every action. So if you remember these principles, it should be quite easy for you to find new exercises and design your training great to be very effective and with lots of improvement for your players. Especially the liberos and the reception players need to get their reps, so please do serve reception training daily and do it in the beginning of the training when everybody is fresh and not exhausted, so everybody has value from it and gains stability for your game day where you want to put pressure on your opponent. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if not, tell me in the comment section. Maybe you want to subscribe, it's free, makes me happy, and you can improve your skills as a trainer or a player. If you haven't done already, you might want to check out my volleyball training planner, which can help you to upgrade and structure your training, since it makes documentation, review and planning real easy. In the planner you can put down a lot of notes, what to do, what to repeat and what to improve in the next sessions. I use the blue training planner for myself. It helps me to get through the season. I think it's a great way. So check it out. You will find some more infos in the video box under this video. Hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.